Hi guys, welcome back to Renpet Bath Beauty. We're here on a rare Tuesday. Like I said on Friday, I'm going to record all three batches of this special order. Let me grab some gloves. This one is still the plain baby pink, but she wants glitter throughout it. And this one will be scented in Rainbow Sorbet. So I am putting that in my oils because for any of you that have used the Rainbow Sorbet from Nature's Garden, which I do, you know this takes forever and ever to set up. And she wants the same top on all three soaps. So she wants that what she explained as a rustic wavy top. So, yeah. I think I'm going to go ahead and at least put my pink right in the oils as well. I'm pretty sure we did 3 teaspoons, or did we do 4 teaspoons? I can't remember. You know, she knows it's it's handmade. It might not be exactly the same color. She's fully aware of that. So we'll get it as close as possible. And one more. Yeah, I think it was 3. Because I think I remember thinking, wow, that's a lot of color. Because I had to add a whole bunch of white. So maybe in the next one I'll just do 2. Well, the next one is totally different though. So, well, you have to wait till Friday to see that. But let me get this mixed up. My yogurt and my heavy cream are in here. It's my Hawthorne recipe. And when I put my lye water in there, it's just distilled water, sodium hydroxide, salt, and sugar. So let me get this going. Yeah, that is dark. I have some white already mixed up here. And I know we did it tablespoons at a time, and we ended up, and I used pretty much the exact same amount of TD. There may be a little bit more water in this one, but let me get this as close as possible. So there's 1, 2, 3, yeah, it's the same amount. Okay. So we'll just do it that way. Oh, I just made a big mess. Oh, you know what? I need to get this towel off of here. If you end up hearing water, like, just random water, my husband is about to take a shower. He's going, hold on, let me get this mixed. Yep, that's really, really close. So I'm going to leave it at that. My husband is going on the last leg, third and final, last leg of his fishing trip. Why do I have TD all the way over there on my backsplash? Do I want to mix my glitter in now? No, I think I'm going to mix my lye first, and then I'll worry about my glitter. Okay. Let me get this in here, and then I'll come back to you when this is emulsified. Yep, look at that, you guys. Can you see it? Yeah, okay. That's almost the same color. So let me take this off of here really quick. Because I have a new one in its thing, but I don't want to open it. So please don't drop this in there. She wants to be able to see the glitter, but she doesn't want glitter. Let me leave that open and see if that's enough. She doesn't want glitter on the top of it though. So let me get this cleaned. Let me get Judy cleaned off here. I did stick blend it quite a bit because, like I said, I mean, this fragrance slows down trace. It's, this is one of those fragrances like Love Spell or, cucumber melon, that take forever to set up. I mean, we're talking hours. This one is kind of funny because when I first added this fragrance to my kids line, it's called Somewhere Over the Rainbow. I'm not sure if I've made it for you guys before, but because of the way it reacted, I had made 42 ounces. I had fully planned a pipe on it. I was like, oh no. I mean, I had done like 6 soaps that day or something. Something ridiculous. And I was like, I am not doing that. So I just made it into samples. But this is still really thin. I mean, I'm just wondering if I want to stick blend it a little bit more. I've already got so many bubbles though. I think I'm going to go ahead and pour, but I'm going to pause you guys for a second and go grab that 2x4 out of my soap room. I'll be right back. Yeah, because I am using the same molds. I have TD everywhere. I must have spilled it. And I didn't notice. These still have alcohol in them. I wanted to leave alcohol in them as long as possible because of the apple cinnamon. That's the bad thing about silicone molds is you have, you know, that smell left over until you put the new scent in there. Okay, let's grab, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave my tray over there because, you know, what's the point? Let me move this stuff just a little bit. I'll bring my camera down. Oh, okay. Hopefully you can see over my arm. See how thin that is? And I stick blended it for a good long time. Try to do it this way so y'all can see. My shoulder hurts today. I think it's gonna rain. Wow. It's the same amount. What the heck? Well, put a little bit more in there. I'll scrape the rest of it off into a cupcake holder and give it to Renee. I'm about to send her another 70 pounds of soap. So, oh, okay. So I'm going to bang these and I'm going to set them up against my counter with the, here, let me show you what I do. I don't know, hopefully you can see it. I got to put this over here so I can scrape that. And then I take my board and I keep it there. Let me put my, that one's like throwing back tension on me. I'll put, you know, stuff on there to make it not, that's what I do because these things bow so much. And then when the fragrance is really, really, you know, fluid like this one is, it's like the only thing I can do in order for it to stay that way. So because you saw what I did last time with the spoon on top, I mean, it's just a simple, you know, spoon on top thing. It's not a big deal. I'm not going to show you that part. I'll bring you back for the cutting. 18 to 24 hours, and we will finish up this series on Friday. Also, this week while my husband's gone, I have to make lotion, which I will make with you guys. I'm completely out of my man-eater, the Love Spell one. And my daughter, I don't know if I said this in the last video, my daughter and I discussed about making shower gel, shower gel basically. And I have a recipe that I made, I don't know, 4 years ago, and I made it once and it was okay. it was okay. I mean, it wasn't great. It was okay. But I just bought 35 pounds of sunflower oil. And, I know 35 pounds sounds like a lot, but I bought, that's how I'm able to give my customers cheaper prices, blah, blah, blah. But what I want to do, because it was olive, coconut, palm, and castor. And what I want to do instead of is do sunflower, coconut, shea, and castor. And then with different other ingredients, use you guys saw me use for my hand soap this vegetable glycerin for the KOH water technically, but I want to perfect that recipe so by spring of next year we can introduce that line. So every once in a while you guys are going to see a Tuesday video. It'll always be small batches, just 16 ounces of oils, just so I can get a handle on tweaks and turns and things like that. And I will, oh, it's my cat. I thought it was my husband. Sorry, I just got scared. So, and what I'm going to do with you guys, because I don't know how many of you have gone through those kinds of tweaks and turns and figuring out what works, what doesn't work, and whatnot in a recipe, especially with something like a liquid soap or something with a hot process soap, which I do have a hot process soap I need to do for you eventually, but I want to go over the steps that I take as a creator and and soap maker, because I always do my own recipes. I don't, I just do. That's who I am. And I share a lot of recipes with you guys, but because I'm going to go through so much work, I'm not going to give you numbers. I'm just going to give you what goes through my mind, how I take my notes, what we're trying to figure out, what works, what doesn't work. I mean, I know in the notes of the one that I have written in my book, it says, because I started out with a 1-to-1 ratio like I do with my hand soap, and I kept having to add water, I mean, the thing is like 4 pages long. Kept having to add water, so then what turned out to be, well, this is going to be a 2-to-1 ratio kind of thing, but that might not be the same for the new recipe I come up with, so we'll see. Anyway, I know I'm talking, blah, blah, blah. Shut up, Celine. So, but we're going to go through that, and some of that is going to go through the Christmas season, and I know it's not really Christmassy, but it will. So, all right, guys, I will see you when we are ready to cut this. Bye-bye. We are back to cut special order number 2. I'm only going to cut a few pieces like I did last week. But this, I'm not sure if the camera will pick up the glitter or not. Probably not. But I did throw quite a bit of glitter in there. So we'll see. And again, just like last week, I'll bevel the edges of these because it is a special order I usually do with those, unless they request for it not to be. So this will, cut one more piece. I'm actually looking forward to cutting next week's because it's different. This smells so good. I love this Rainbow Sorbet fragrance. Oh, that one's gonna have to be planed. Oh, look what I just did. Can you see that? There's a big line in it now. I think I need to replace my wire or, oh, that would be helpful. All right, guys, I will see you next week with our 3rd special order loaves. Bye-bye.